camera.
Hi, good morning. Today we're spending a little bit of time working on a public history project in Laredo, Texas. Laredo, Texas is the home of the former Republic of the Rio Grande, which is located on the northern banks of the Rio Grande River on the border of Mexico and the United States. The short-lived founding republic lasted only 11 months, declaring itself independent from Mexico on November 10th, 1839. During this time, there was a lot of upheaval between Mexican forces, which were called the Centralists, and they were led by General Santa Anna. What happens is the northerners who lived in the states of Chihuahua, Nuevo León, Tamaulipas, and Coahuila decided that they wanted to establish their own republic, independent of Mexico and independent of Texas. As a result, on November 10th, this short-lived republic would be established, and they would be called the Federalists. The Federalists favored this type of republic where they would be able to control trade between the new Republic of Texas as well as the other portions of Mexico. Now, one of the things that is very important is to understand the location of the republic. Laredo, Texas, and the state of Texas all shared 6 flags. However, the Republic of the Rio Grande adds a 7th flag to the city of Laredo. Laredo, of course, has a sister city in Mexico known as Nuevo Laredo, Tamaulipas, Mexico. So you have both cities living, and at one time they were both part of Mexico and of the Republic of the Rio Grande. Now, Laredo, Texas has been an established settlement and is the only settlement left of the Spanish missions that had been originated back in the late 1700s in the 18th century. Laredo, Texas, and behind us we have the Grand Cathedral that was established in 1755. The cathedral is known as St. Augustine and is named after St. Augustine, the Catholic saint. Behind me located is the capital of the Republic of the Rio Grande. This home was owned by Bartolomeo Garza and his family. It was established in 1830 or created in 1830, and it went through renovations in 1861. Laredo, Texas was also home to the Confederacy, so we also share a lot of pride and traditions within the Confederate States of America, as Texas is also part of the Confederacy. Behind us, not only was the church very important, but this center, this particular area where we're standing, was known as the import lot. This import lot provided a lot of cotton for export into Mexico. Once the Confederacy had been cut off, had been divided in Vicksburg, the majority of the cotton would be coming through Laredo, shipped into Mexico, and then head down towards Matamoros, where it would be sent off to France, England, and Spain, as Mexico had no qualms with those countries and with the Confederacy. So Laredo's location was ideal for the establishment of this new republic. We also see behind us this whole area, it's called St. Augustine Plaza. St. Augustine Plaza was also the location right here where the church is at, where Major Hood tried to attempt to take and control the cotton that was going into Mexico. So as a result, the Confederate forces locally here, led by Colonel Santos Benavides, the highest ranking Hispanic Confederate, and Captain John Linedecker, were able to eliminate and beat back the Union forces that had been sent from Brownsville. So this general location has a plethora of wealth for local history. It is one of those locations that has spanned various centuries, various countries. Our short-lived Republic of the Rio Grande, which is housing the museum here. Currently, they're not allowing video to be taken due to the pandemic, not allowing anybody to take a look at some of the works that are within it. However, I do have these pictures of the flag, the charter that was established, and some of the events and some of the people that were important to this location. Once again, Laredo is a very important place for international trade today in the United States. It is the largest inland port and home to, like I said, over 250,000 citizens, as well as people, merchants that come back and forth. This has been and will continue to be a central part of not only the Texas economy, but the U.S. economy. As a result, the Republic of the Rio Grande, while it was short-lived, was very, very essential to the Laredo economy. Okay, the Laredo economy, once again, and this republic would continue, not while it was housed in Laredo. It would extend itself all the way to Brownsville, really in Matamoros on the Mexican side. So you will see this continuation of the influence that the Republic of the Rio Grande had, not only here locally, but all the way down to what is known as the valley. Okay, in Texas we call it the Rio Grande Valley. So it runs about 200 miles from where I'm standing, heading east, which would be that direction, all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. So very important. The United States was worried at one point in time that the influence over the corrupt government in Mexico led by Santana would really create an economic issue with the United States. So they also sought to maintain good relations with these local northern states of Tamaulipas, which is right across the border, Nuevo León, Coahuila, and Chihuahua. Those four states were the ones that were made up the Republic of the Rio Grande. Now, one of the things that's important is the United States was also concerned that other countries, such as England, would come in and attempt to establish themselves, to try to violate the Monroe Doctrine, which by this point in time in the 1840s had now already been enacted as foreign policy. So there was that fear of that occurring, transpiring. If you look at my annotated assignment, you can see that one of the special reports from the New York Herald will speak about that, talk directly about that actual issue that the United States had. And they would have that concern, really making sure that no European power would come and hold influence over this area, which of course at this time utilized the Rio Grande as a source of transportation. We don't have Mississippi River, but we do have the Rio Grande. Now today, in contemporary times, the Rio Grande's water levels have shrunk a lot more. The waters have receded, and we don't see that kind of navigation of any kind of goods going back and forth or up and down the Rio Grande Valley. The only boats that we see today are Border Patrol, Homeland Security boats that will go up and down and patrol, making sure no smuggling occurs in this general area. But to learn more about this public entity here, this Republic of the Rio Grande, feel free to look at the Webb County Heritage Foundation, which is located in Laredo. We have two museums, Republic of the Rio Grande and the Webb County Heritage Museum, which is located right down the street from Zaragoza Street, which is 2 blocks east of my present location. St. Augustine Church also is another historical location that will continue to be restored to allow this local history to continue to foster itself and to help the city grow economically and culturally. Every year in February we have a Washington's birthday celebration where we have two local societies of debutantes. We have the Princess Pocahontas Society, which reenacts the Princess Pocahontas lifestyle, costumes, and wardrobe. And they celebrate it with a major pageant at the end of the celebratory week. And they come out and they will ride their horses during the parade. the Martha Washington Society of Debutantes reenacts Martha Washington's timeline, and they themselves, the debutantes, will dress in 18th century attire, and they have the colonial ball, which will be also taking place at about the third Saturday of February on a yearly basis. Both of these debutante societies, once again, will be represented by girls who are seniors at the local high schools, and then themselves will present to society in the form of the parade on the last Saturday, usually on the 22nd and 25th. They will both societies march down the parade, and they were part of the Washington birthday celebration, which we will continually have on a yearly basis. Due to COVID, we will not be having the celebration on February, but we're going to push it back to the 4th of July weekend. So the girls at this point in time for both societies will have graduated. To learn more about Laredo and Laredo's history, feel free to look up www.ci.laredo.tx.us and you will find a plethora of information and activities that you can come and look at here in Laredo, Texas. Thank you very much.